Good morning, happy Thursday. There were two different readings today I thought that went really well. And look, I'm trying to wear white. I had some requests to stop wearing so much black. It's hard to find nice white clothes for yoga practice. So the first one is walking meditation. I know a lot of you already use walking as part of your daily activity. And why not take it a step further? Instead of an obligation or an escape, or look at it as a way to take mindfulness and meditation into your outside life. It doesn't have to be sitting in a studio or where you've chosen. Incorporate a walking meditation into your day-to-day. You can either choose to go for a walk, or you can do it in your own way to work or when you're running errands. Focus on each step as you take, mindfully placing one foot down in front of the other. Noticing the way your foot connects to the ground. There are three main points of contact in the sole of the foot, and to see if every step you can roll from the heel to the little toe, mount to the big toe mount, walking, making equal contact with each of these smooth and even steps with these 3 points. Let it be smooth and even, and invite the equilibrium to resonate in the rest of your body. What if every single movement we made with this amazing body we did with that much mindfulness? Notice whether allowing yourself to focus on the basic workings of your feet and body can offer you tranquility and wonder. Oh, and that leads me to today's reading, which is perfect. You are an exquisitely made structure. Nothing's by accident in nature. Draw your attention to the bones of your body. Begin by moving your awareness from skin through muscle tissues and fluid to arrive at a skeletal system. We often take this level of awareness when we're lying on the floor in our Shavasana at the beginning. The bones connect and attach to all sorts of ways. Like the architecture of a building, your frame stacks and balances, bends and pivots. It is an amazing design formed by a beautiful, graceful network of shapes and attachments. Right now, make a basic movement, such as lifting your arm or leg, taking a step, or shifting in your seat. Notice all the ways in which the framework of your body is capable of moving. And notice how one central repositioning of your hips or your spine creates an entire series of auxiliary movements throughout the architecture of your body. We talk about this often, how if you even make one engagement of one muscle somewhere in your body, there's this ripple effect and the rest of the body feels it. There's that interconnectivity we talk about all the time, but also that awareness and that mindfulness. When I ask you to zone on one feeling, your brain automatically pushes away everything else, and it's very much in the moment. So today I thought we'd work on shoulder and neck. They seem to be both hand in hand. You've heard me talk about massage therapists will say that psychological, emotional stress is often carried in our neck and our shoulder. Vocational stress is carried in our lower back. So think about that. Scan your body. Where is it today that you're most looking forward to feeling your yoga practice resonate in this physical form, which is a manifestation of what's going on up here? So we almost think like our brain is this computer sitting in a casing, but actually it is so hardwired to every movement of our body. Some piece of touch here might have a connection to something up here. So we're going to come to the mat, do our regular therapeutics, and then we will be working on neck and shoulders. Taking your time to come to the mat mindfully becomes a part of your practice. Bum to heels, feet are 1 fist width apart, and then slowly layering the spine down. I'm going to pause with chin to chest. That's to elongate the whole spine. You can take palms down, up or down, and then bringing down the place behind the heart. So that means pulling the shoulders back. Then maybe a little more, then a little more. Final piece would be the weight of your skull coming to the mat. Start to notice the heaviness of your lower back, tailbone, and hips. I'll just rock a little side to side so that we're almost like we're flattening out the back of the hip structure. The action on the back of the body, by default, starts to stretch the front of the hips. So maybe walk your feet wider, and as you windshield wiper now, instead of just rocking, you're creating a twisting diagonal action down both planes of the body. The next time the knees are all the way to the floor on the right, how low can you go? Enjoy the stretch down the left hip.
We'll add one more diagonal. I'm going to turn and look to my left hand. Shoulders are heavy. Back to center. Knees flop as low as you can to the left. You're going to look to the right. Back to center. Knees to the right. Maybe walk them wider, drop the left knee lower, and you're going to turn and look to the left. Now let's start to bring our arms at a diagonal up, almost like an X. You're saying hello. Leave the arms on that X and take the knees to the left and turn and look to the right. So that if you're at an old-fashioned ice cube tray, you have to twist it a couple times to get the ice to come out, but you're twisting on a diagonal. And then back to center. Let's take our arms to a T, legs extend, feet are going to flex, and you can point and flex a few times. Stretch the arms out as wide as you can. Anchor those nails. We haven't done alligator math for a while. So left arm stays down, right arm up. Reach towards the left hand. The first one I'm not going to go very far. I'm going to try to leave that right shoulder down and pull back like I'm pulling back a bow and arrow and release. Right arm up. Reach, maybe go a little further towards that left hand and pull back. I need to move over because I can see, you can't see much. Right arm up. Reach towards that left hand or beyond. And pull back. I'm getting in behind the right ankle shoulder. Last one. Left arm up, lift, and reach towards the right hand. Pull back, release. Left arm up, towards, pull back, release, and one more time. Left arm up, so you're lifting that shoulder, and that's even an experience in itself. Towards the right palm, and pull back. Rock your head side to side. And we did this earlier. Let's take our hands, hug yourself. Pull, 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 pull. Press the elbows towards each other. I can feel that in the back of my bicep and release. Switch. Right arm on top. Hug yourself and press those elbows into each other and release. Let's come into cactus. And you're going to try to make that triangle where the pointer finger and thumbs touch above your head and then come back to cactus. Now this I find harder than when we're sitting upright. I'm going to try to bring my elbows towards my side body. I feel a pull in this kind of pec, dominant arm side, so I can't bring the elbows to my side body. Belly wants to jut. Press your back down and come back to cactus here. Up, cactus, side body. Cactus, diamond above your head. You're not looking, so we're using proprioception. Cactus, side body. Cactus, diamond, and let's do a really quick double leg spinal twist just to release the lower back. Let's take knees to the left, to the floor if that's available to you. Right arm opens to a T. Back to center. You're going to take your knees to the floor on the right. Left arm opens. I am running out of space here. And back to center. Little boat. Right leg in. Left foot in the air. Flex and slowly lower. Left hand takes right knee over. Single leg spinal twist. And turn and look to the, oh my neck, oh my. Turn and look to that right hand. So tight for my pillows. Back to center. Little boat. Left leg in, right foot in the air, flex, and lower all the way down. Right hand takes the left knee over and turn and look to the left hand. So remember, we're constantly talking about our lives tend to be on two planes of our body, forward and back. We don't diagonally stretch, but there's a lot of systems, bones, and flesh in between. And back to center. Wide leg, double leg wind relieving pose. That means pulling the knees wide, pause, and then maybe reaching lower. When you breathe here, you want to imagine pressing the lower back into the floor. At first, the feet are dangling, and then eventually I flex them. What's the difference in the experience? Dangle, flex. We talked about that interconnectivity. What muscles do you notice when you dangle, and then flex? Then we want to come into the setup for happy baby. Option, if you're feeling it today, to come into full happy baby. Rocking side to side. Stopping, and we'll bring the soles of the feet together. Pause. Option to push your knees away and pull the feet towards you. And then releasing your feet to the mat. Recline cobbler. I'm going to first massage the hip flexors. That's going to help me practice later. And then once more, we're going to do what we did earlier. Cactus arms, diamond above your head. Cactus arms, side body. That moving around, working within your shoulder girdle. And pausing in cactus. Recline goddess. Close your legs. Leave your arms in this cactus. Feet in the air. We're going to let them dangle for a moment. Maybe can you even roll up the ankles and wave? Can you really jiggle and let go? Roll out the ankles. Remember, our hip mobility starts with our ankle mobility. Hey Google, turn music down. Legs wide. Close your eyes. Notice that tense, kind of, in my body, a refusal to let go on the inner thighs. You might hold your knees. You might grab your feet. You might bring your arms also into a T. And then close your legs, knees to chest, no hands. Shoelace setup. Oh, that's hard without our hands. Pull it in. Option to flex the feet and make it more intense. Release and shake it out. We want to do the other side. Left over right. Flex. And release. Roll into a ball on your side. Take a little pause. And press yourself upright. Let's come into tabletop. Actually, we haven't done this for a bit. I always think of Yana with our thigh stretches. I'm going to sit back on my heels. I feel like you always get my side. Sitting on my heels, toes are tucked. How much can you lean back? Wow. So I'm feeling it in the feet, the toes, and my quads. Knees are rooting down. Bum is attempting to come towards your heels. We're going to take 3 breaths here. Inhale 1. Exhale. Inhale 2. Exhale, killing my toes. Inhale 3. Exhale, come forward. You can tap the feet as a little break. And then I'm going to sit back. I know some of you are not comfortable sitting on untucked feet. I keep working in so that our body is used to both directions, tucked and untucked. In the untucked version, the front of my foot is being stretched. Knees root down, lean back. Oh my, I can feel those quads lengthening, expanding, and marveling at your body. And maybe you might even slide back. Lean, 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 knees root down, thighs stay together, and come back forward. Do that a few times. Option to add the invisible beach ball in your hands. Engage and lean back. So, patio season's been here for a while, and now we're also allowed to go inside, but I still like patios. Tell me a place that you've discovered in your region that's not obvious. Maybe in terms of eating or patios. So maybe you didn't see it on social media. Those are the guys that need our help the most. And then tell me your favorite place downtown. Patio, not necessarily, I want to know about the patio, not the inside. We want to keep supporting that. I've seen a couple restaurants that say they're purposely not taking indoor dining because they said we spent all this money and effort on the patio. Let's enjoy it while we can.
my hope is that we become a patio culture. When I see pictures of Italy and France, everyone's outside. That's the iconic picture, sitting at a table in the piazza. Let's keep that going until it's like -30. Okay, tabletop. You're gonna tuck your toes once more. Press your bum in the air, look up. Engage your core, turn it to cat. Cat, cow. That's the action. Cow, look up, and you can even add a lion breath. And then turn it to cat. Cow, look up, and then turn it to cat. Back and forth. Your spine is going to love you. And then neutral. The next one I want to do is involving the opening of the shoulders. So you're going to come in tabletop, left arm to a T, and you can't see my hands, and I'm sure you want to see that. Left arm to a T, spread those fingers, remember that interconnectivity. Look at the hands. Slowly I'm going to try to stack, and I can feel hesitation in the muscles on my back. I'm going to come back down, touch down. We're going to do 3 times on each side, and eventually land and thread the needle. Finger pads press into the floor, hand is flexed, open the gate, think of your body as a gate, and come back down. One more time. Touch down, flex, and open. And then thread the needle. Back of the left hand to the floor, right arm to the mat, press and lean back so I can stretch out the back of that left shoulder blade, or right arm in the sky, stacked. Another piece, spread those left nails and press them into the floor. Come on out, undo, extended child's pose. In this extended child's pose, let's turn to puppy. Bum in the air, chest to the floor. Reach those hands away from you. And then back upright. We want to visit the other side. Okay. Left hand is spread and you're pressing it into the floor. Right arm to a T. Spread those fingers. You can even use your eyes. You're looking at what you're doing because then you're giving your eye muscles the same yoga. Flex. Open. Feel the hesitation. I'm going to come back down. Finger pads press into the floor. Flex. Bring it back down. And one more time. Press into the floor. Flex. Open. Maybe you're fully stacked. I'm going to bring that arm down and thread the needle. Back of the right hand to the mat. Back of the right side of my head to the floor. No pressure on the neck. Left hand bent at the elbow. Press those finger pads into the floor. Right nails press into the floor. Look over your shoulder. Option to take that left arm to the sky if that's up for you for your shoulders and neck. Undo. One more puppy. Extending into extended child's pose, possibly forehead and chest to the floor, bum in the air. And then back up. Okay, we're going to do a couple quick sun salutations with the focus this time being on the opening of the chest and the shoulder girdle. Tuck your toes, walking into a forward fold. I like to press back. Let your head go. Grab the elbows, and we want to sway. This is one of my favorite parts, the sway. Arms by your side, rise up, straight back, reach up. Exhale, swan dive. Half back. Fold, plant, lower down, sleeping cobra. Now we're going to pick up our head, baby cobra, press back, downward dog. Pedaling that dog, your call if you want to try to bring that heel to the floor. Right foot forward, left foot back. I'm going to stick with a high lunge today. Let's take the hands behind us and then lift up, almost locust arms. Whoa, nice work. If this is impossible coming behind you, maybe you're coming into the hallelujah. Hands release, feet together, fold, rise, heart center. Let's go. Inhale up. It's time to pass the bowling ball. Oh yeah. Wide arm swan dive. Half back, fold, plant, lower. Sleeping cobra. Inhale, head up, baby cobra. Press back, downward dog. Pedaling. Left foot forward, right foot back. I'm going to lift my torso off the thigh. Root down through that foot. Hands behind you like locusts. Can you rise from here? Funnily enough, I feel it in the glutes. Or airplane, or hallelujah. Hands release, feet together, fold, rise, heart center. You know that when we only do a couple rounds of this, you are welcome at any point to do a lot more. Let's keep going. Inhale up, exhale, fold. Half back, fold, plant, lower. Here's something fun. Can you make your arms into cactus on the floor and lift up? Arms on the floor and lift up. Press back, downward dog. Right foot forward, left foot back. Hands into cactus. Press up from here. Hands release. Feet together. Fold. Rise. Heart center. Nice. We're going to do a few more shoulder things on the floor. Let's see how we are for time. We are good. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Half back. Fold. Plant. Lower down. One breath, sleeping cobra with your forehead down. Inhale. And as you exhale, cactus lift up, cactus locust. Press back, downward dog. Left foot forward, right foot back. Arms into cactus, lift up from here. Nice. Hands release, feet together, fold. Rise, heart center. Awesome. Okay, let's come on the mat. You know how much I love our dolphin and all the work that's involving the mat and the blocks. Let's start with the blocks, shoulder width apart, lowest elevation. Hopefully you can see that. Let me move over. Is that better? My high-tech TV system here. So palms on the blocks. I'm going to tuck my toes because that feels good. Press back. Palms are nice and broad, rooting down. Option to drop the forehead. Now can you press the palm of your hand down and lift your finger pads? Spread. And I can feel a deep stretch in the fingers, the biceps. Option to untuck and wiggle your bum further back. Option to attempt to bring your chest to the floor. And come back up. Let's move it to the next elevation. Turn them on their side, they're like a little wall. Flat palm, we're not cupping the block. Flat palm, we're just using the block in place of the floor. Bum back, forehead down. Option to try to press your chest towards the floor. Keep spreading those fingers. And you'll notice the connection between our shoulder, neck, and back muscles. And then come back up. Last version. Not everyone is going to want to do this. My Stonehenge blocks. They're on the highest level. Palms down. Jane might like this for her guitar shoulder. Press your bum back. And don't drop the head yet. Just keep pressing back. Looking forward. Oh my. Chest towards your thigh. Look forward. Option to try to bring the forehead down here. Oh, this is probably unattainable in most tight shoulders. And then going to come back up. Look forward. Drop the forehead down. And come back up. Whoa! Did you tell me what muscles you felt? Totally different parts of the arm we accessed today. Let's go. Here's the next one I love. This one, we often will do prayer hands on the block. Love it. The action of pressing the palms together is part of it. Step back, knees back, feet untucked. Elbows winding so forehead can come down. Option to stay here, or press the palms into each other, or attempt to push the bum back. If
that's not enough, I shouldn't use that phrase. If you would like a deeper stretch, we're going to stack those blocks. Prayer hands on the blocks, press the palms into each other, elbows widen, forehead possibly down. Pushing your chest towards the floor. We notice how tight the muscles in the back behind our heart are. That's okay. That's from all of the actions we do in the forward front of our body. And then come back up. Oh. And let's do one more thing with these blocks before we get into my favorite dolphin. We're going to take the blocks sideways. This is going to act as another part of muscles in the arms. One elbow to the block, two elbow to the block, prayer hands above you. And I might even show you forward. I don't use this angle very often, but I can fit here. Elbow, elbow, prayer. Head behind the blocks. Press those palms into each other. Spread the fingers and press the finger pads, knuckles, palms all into each other. Attempting to bring your chest towards the earth. Option to take the thumbs to the back of your neck or shoulders. And then come on back up. Oh. Nice work. Okay, the next one we're going to do is dolphin. We only need one block for that. This is what it looks like when I put it down on the floor. The fingers are on the outside of the side, the thumb is cupping the bottom of the block. I can't move any further back because I'm hitting the wall. So, I like to tuck my toes, press back, externally rotate the forearms and drop them down. That action in itself is a lot. Press the palms down. Pointer finger pressing inside of the block, thumb pressing down. Even just staying here or coming forward and back is enough for some people. And yeah, I have no room here. The wall is in my way. I have to do sideways. So let's stay in here for a moment in cow or tabletop. I'm just going to come forward and back. How far back can you go? And I can feel again the muscles of my shoulders run into my side body forward, back. Maybe you can even bring your chin beyond the block, forward and back. Do that a couple times. So for some of us, that's the dolphin that will be happening today. For others, you might prefer a half plank dolphin. So stepping back, forward and back, forward and back. Trying not to have the bum pike up. Because when the bum comes up, that's the next version. Dolphin, sorry, there's on my eye. So, think about all the reasons that your shoulders might be tight in this dolphin. Usually it's from our desk work. So, tuck, up. I like to look forward, but I'm going to look down from like, oh my gosh, we haven't done this in a while. In, forward, back. So tight that I feel like we may have to add one almost every day. And come on down. Nice. Let's do one more shoulder thing that involves the floor. I'll show you first the wall version, then we'll do the floor version. You might prefer one over the other. So wall version, I would bring left arm back, right arm presses into the wall. I've lined up the blade of my left foot, left hip, left inner chest to the wall, left hand spread, oh my, and turn and look over the right shoulder. And the more I press into that wall with my right tented hand and look over the shoulder, the more I can feel this. Spread the left fingers, press into the wall. Then I want to take that same arm and come on a diagonal. Press and look over the right shoulder. Can you notice all those interconnected muscles down the inside of the pec that we don't think about when we think about this shoulder? All of this is trapping us in. The more I have my arms in and I'm doing this or reading, look how short this muscle is. And that's why it's so intense to open it. Let's do the other side. Right blade to the wall, right arm out, tent, look to the left, spread those fingers,
Oh my. Option to look over the left shoulder. Same action but on a diagonal. I find it helps my neck. Right arm up, 10, and look over. Oh my. I don't know, but you notice the pec in my non-dominant arm is way tighter. And come on out. I think because I do a lot of mouse work. Now we want to do the same thing on the floor. So, lying on your belly. Let's do right arm to a T. Roll onto the right side of your body. Do I have enough space here? Flex those feet. So this is also used as a core pose. Head lifts so that it's not dropping down. And left arm can stay here tented and resist the floor or in the sky. My right arm is either straight or lower, slightly lower than my shoulder. Flex. Option to let that arm fall back. Wow. And then roll out. I'm going to do the other side. Most of us don't like this on our chest. Left arm to a T. Roll onto your left side. Right arm bend. Press those left palm down. Possibly right arm in the sky or behind you. Undo. Extended child. You're doing a little bit of just face down, relaxing, or windshield wiper. Nice. And then come on out. After all that, we're going to do one last thing while we're seated, and then we can do our final reading. I haven't done this one in a while. So this piece that we do seated, I love because you can do it at your desk, at your kitchen table, at your couch. So you're going to sit up straight, arms to a T. Let's bring the hands together. Press the palms into each other. And then flex and resist yourself as you slowly open out, resisting yourself. Open, 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 open. Now I'm imagining that my spine is against a pole. Can I wrap my shoulders around the pole without jutting that head out? Coming back together. So we do a couple other variations. This is one. The other variation is what we did on the floor. Cactus, triangle, cactus, side body. Cactus, triangle, cactus, side body. You're going to keep the same action. Cactus, triangle, cactus, side body. And the slower and more engaged you do it, the better it feels. Then the other variation, we did this with straight, actually let's do this with straight hands. We did that with straight hands. But let's do it with bent hands. Bring the palms together, possibly line up the elbows, line up the finger pads, and open. Nice work. There's lots you can do without having to do a huge full practice. Oh, okay, I'm going to read this. I know most of you are very spiritual. Hopefully you are not atheist. You're not offended by this. I really like this. When I did my yoga studies, my formal yoga studies, we talked about, do I see God in everything? So there's two thoughts. You could say every single living thing is a fragment of God. And let's use God as being the ultimate, perfect, pure world. So we're all fragments. The grass is just as important as I am. There's that interconnectivity. So look, we're pieces of a whole, interconnected. The other view some people take is that we are all reflections of this perfection, this God. So that I am a reflection of you. We're both amazing and perfect, and that we should be treating all animals, living, plants, things as equally important, not this hierarchy of humans on the top and, say, bugs on the bottom, except LDL gypsy moths. Today's lesson, put yourself in slow motion, observe everything and everyone around through the lens of, this is sacred and it speaks to me. How can we revere everything in our environment? How does this change your environment? Your goal is to learn to see the spiritual practice of seeing God in everything. Maybe we wouldn't hate weeds so much and bugs so much if we saw that their interconnectivity and their value was there. Thank you so much for your effort. The good in me sees the good in you. Namaste.